Hello and welcome everybody. I'm Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com. Thanks for joining me for this week's Pick a Card weekly tarot reading. It's very simple. Just pick a number now between 1 and 5 and I'll do a psychic tarot interpretation for you. Let's go to the board now. Okay, this is where all the action's going to happen. Alrighty, we're doing card number 1 and there's cards flying out. We're going to pick these because there's only 2. Okay, interesting. So I didn't even get, firstly I'll just see if there's a picture here in my mind. It's night time, the moon is out, it's full but it's in the distance, okay? So however, it's like you can see what you're doing but it's dark, there's not full awareness around a subject. Okay, so we've got the moon here in this one here. So yes, it is a bit like that. However, do you second guess yourself? Do you commit to a course of action and then start, thinking, oh, is that the right thing to do? Maybe I should have done something different. And then you've made a decision, but then you're going back on, or you feel like going back on the decision that you've made. That's actually called cognitive dissonance. There's a lot of talk on YouTube about cognitive dissonance, but a lot of it's actually just plain wrong. It's actually a psychological term, and it's basically the dissonance or the uncomfortable feeling you get in your mind when you've made a decision and you second guess yourself and say, well, did I do the right thing? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I should change my mind, and then go and change your mind and then change your mind back again. Okay, that is cognitive dissonance, okay? Probably not the exact technical way of describing it, but I'm describing it so that you get the gist, because I think many of us can relate to that. This is about overthinking, the Queen of Swords, and sometimes you just have to cut your head off to stop yourself. It might feel like that, to stop yourself from overthinking on a subject, okay? This person's been through a lot of heat and pressure over the years. You can see the diamonds here. However, because of that, she's learnt to think her way out of problems. She's quite a smart person, and there's a lot of thinking going on. There's a great strength that she's learnt over the decades. There's a sense of independence. And she's able to, forge a way in the world, okay? The only issue is overdoing it. And so thinking is great. I'm an advocate of thinking. However, you want to think when it's appropriate to think and feel when it's appropriate to feel, and just sit and be with spirit when that is appropriate too, and to have awareness of your body also. These are the 4 realms. So, independence is important, thinking is important, and moving forward in the world. Just don't overdo it. Run everything through a human heart, have some empathy, because it's easy when you're in the analytical, mental realms to, forget about the heart, and that's really important. The other side of this, the other card here, the 6 of Swords, is about moving away from a difficult situation, making a decision to move on with your life. That situation that you were in previously has gone, it's finished. You just got to get on and move forward, otherwise you could get stuck back in the past, okay? So these 2 go together. Make a decision, be kind to yourself and be kind to other people, and move forward. Okay, so that's the gist of number 1. Now we're doing number 2. Number 2, what do I see? Door opening up in front of me. I thought it was eggs on the ground because, I have chickens. If you follow me, you'll know I talk about chickens sometimes. These are little golf balls on the ground. Okay, so one of the visions I see when I know you're on target is somebody playing golf and the ball goes into the hole. These balls are not in the hole, okay? They're all there. These are like attempts at something that didn't work out. So if you pick card number 2, you may be trying to fix or remedy or rectify a situation that didn't work out in the past. Let's have a look and see what card we get. The card that comes up is the Four of Pentacles, so it's probably about your money. Sometimes it's about your possessions. This card is telling you that if you are diligent and determined, that you can find a way through any sort of financial morass or financial situation where you feel uncomfortable. There is a way through. It's a bit windy and twisty between these, it's like a gorge between these sheer cliffs, and there's a mountain in the background here, and I think that's supposed to be a bat flying up. So things of the dark coming out, and you have to look at your fears, okay, around money. She looks like she's on a laptop, but it's actually a piece of stone there. But it's basically saying work your way out of the problem, go through some, sometimes convoluted steps, but you'll get there, okay? There is a way through a financial dilemma for you, if that's what you need. Sometimes this can relate to your body as well. You might be, okay financially, but then you might have lower energy, or you might have some health issues. Pentacles is like an earth sign. It's down to earth, so that's why I say it can sometimes mean your body, but usually it's money. Okay, number 3. What do I see? Number 3. Okay, it's like I'm looking at the sheer cliff face straight on, and there's a rope ladder. Again, it's about climbing out of a difficult spot. It's not easy, but it is possible, and you've got the ladder. Okay, so already you've got one gift there, and a really important gift to climb out of trouble. Okay, this week, let's have a look. The card that comes up is the Justice card. It's karmic justice. So L-O-R-E, law, rather than L-A-W, but this card also does help you with L-A-W as well. So it's karmic justice. What goes around comes around, and you realise that all things work together for good, and just focus on the positive and be optimistic, and that energy will come back to you. There's some decisions to be made this week, and you're going to have to weigh things up in order to make those decisions. You don't have all of the information because there she's dressed in black. However, you do have to put some balls in courts this week and take some action. So make the decision, weigh things up, make the decision, and take the action. And the starting point is this owl here, because this owl, your intuition is going to tell you what to do. Okay, so it's really important that you listen to yourself this week. If you pick card number 3, and that's my card. Okay, so number 4, what do I see for number 4? Okay, so it's like a shot in the arm. This used to be a good thing in the old days. Vaccinations were, saved countless, hundreds of millions, if not billions of lives, I would think, over the decades. And so a shot in the arm in the old days, I'm talking about slightly before I was born, in the early 1900s, or a bit later than that actually, 1950s, say, 1950s, used to be a shot in the arm, used to be like a tonic or a boost. Okay, so a boost to your vitality if you pick card number 4. And the card that comes up is the Tower card. Well, that's extremely interesting if you're getting a shot in the arm, a boost to your vitality, and things are falling apart. And this could be something that you've built up in your mind, a concept or a belief system, and it's not working out the way you thought. Okay, so maybe this concept was trapping you in some way, hooking you into, a belief system that's not really yours. It's very easy to fall into belief systems, especially here on YouTube, because there must be, if there's a billion YouTubers, there's a billion belief systems. However, there's only one of you. And so you have to find whatever it is that is right and fits with you. Again, here's the eye of intuition up in the corner here. Really super important to listen to that, because old things from the past are going to come tumbling down so that new things can be built. So turn your face towards the future and walk on. And that's a major arcana card, and so is the Justice, a major arcana card, which basically means that it's not just this week we're talking about. It's going to go on for some considerable time, this energy, and it could be life-changing. You may need to let go of old systems of thought or old belief systems about different things in order to move forward with your life. Okay? Doesn't have to be painful even. It's just the realization that something's not working and it's falling apart, so something new needs space to grow so you can move forward. Okay, number 5 is alive. What do I see? Fence palings here in my mind. Fences are like boundaries around your home. It's also a boundary around your body, okay, or a boundary around your personal space. Okay, so I guess this is saying don't leak emotional energy everywhere. Keep your emotions, intact within you, and be aware of boundaries when you're dealing with people. Okay, and when you hold those emotions within, they can actually transform into something magical. They can fuel you, give you energy. So if you go venting them out all over the show, you're actually just sort of giving away your energy for free. It's okay if you want to do that sometimes. I do it, give stuff away for free, but you want to do it in a way that doesn't violate your own boundaries, if that makes sense. Be aware of what you're doing. Be conscious of when you're giving your energy away. Okay, card number 5 is the Knight of Swords. Okay, so it's interesting because we started with the Queen of Swords. Now we jumped down a peg to the Knight of Swords is how we're finishing today. It's all about, this is a young masculine energy. Sometimes it can be like a son or someone, close to you like that. But it's usually someone fairly brave and adventurous. They can be quite intelligent or skillful in their communications and in their thinking. And it's also somebody, even though they're young, it's a bit hard to sort of pick them because they're sort of older beyond their years in a way. They're sort of like an old soul or got a sort of wisdom around them, okay? So whenever they meet opposition, they can usually defend themselves because they've got the brain power to do it. And that brain power is bringing them freedom, okay, on the back of an eagle. If you live in America or maybe Germany or a country that has the eagle as its symbol, I would pay a lot of attention to this. But if you just picked card number 5, I would still pay attention to it, but I would pay a double lot of attention if you live in a country associated with eagles. Australia, as far as I'm aware, doesn't have any eagles in its symbolism. However, we do have our own type of eagle, wedge-tail eagle, which is a very big eagle, and having come face to face with one in my chook yard that was after my chickens, and I could tell you that they'll go you. They're not backward and coming forward. I was really super surprised how game wedge-tails are. We call them wedgies because in Australia you have to shorten everything, you see. So wedgies, yeah, they'll absolutely attack. All the chickens were behind me while this wedge-tail was eyeing me up and down with a view to attacking me. I had to call my husband to deal with it. But yeah, he just scared it away, of course. And I tried to scare it away, but it didn't listen to me. It wouldn't go. So this is somebody very brave, and this energy's got the symbolism of an eagle, so they don't give up. They're full on brave. Okay, so some decisions to be made this week. with the Knight of Swords, or you may have a young masculine energy. Even if you have a daughter, she'll still have some masculine energy, and she's going to cut and dissect and make a decision about something important that is going to bring her freedom. All right, that's it. Thank you so much. I hope this is useful. Please leave a like and a comment. And I just want to wish you a very wonderful week. I'll see you all again soon. Okay, thanks for that, and bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website, absolutesoulsecrets.com, for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.